Hello students, welcome to Verma's Chemistry. In this video, we will learn how to find out hybridization of the molecule. The number of hybrid orbitals present in the central atom of the molecule is equal to the steric number of the molecule. What is this steric number? It is the sum of the number of sigma bonds and lone pair of electrons present in central atom of the molecule. The sum of number of sigma bonds and lone pair of electrons present in central atom of the molecule is called as steric number. So based on this steric number you can find out hybridization. Means the number of hybrid orbitals present in central atom is equal to steric number. How to find out steric number of the molecule? First, find how many atoms are directly bonded to central atom. It gives you number of sigma bonds. And then count the number of valency electrons present in central atom. Next, subtract the number of electrons of central atom involved in bonding from the valency electrons of central atoms. Half of that number is equal to the number of lone pair of electrons. So, lone pair of electrons is equal to half of V minus B, where V is valency electrons in central atom and B is number of electrons involved in bond formation. After getting number of lone pairs, if you add this number of lone pair of electrons to sigma bonds, then it will be equal to steric number. Based on this steric number, you can find out the hybridization. If steric number is equal to 2, it means 2 hybrid orbitals are present. So hybridization is sp. If steric number is equal to 3, it means 3 hybrid orbitals are present. Means hybridization is sp2. Steric number 4, hybridization is sp3. Steric number 5, hybridization sp3d. Steric number 6, hybridization is sp3d2. Steric number 7, hybridization is sp3d3. So if you find out the steric number of the molecule, then it is easy to find out the hybridization of the molecule. And what is steric number? It is equal to sum of number of sigma bonds formed by central atom plus lone pair of electrons present in central atom. Let us find out hybridization of sulfur atom in H2SO4. And for that we need how many number of sigma bonds are formed by sulfur. To get number of sigma bonds, first we need to see how many atoms are directly bonded to sulfur. And we know that H2SO4 is an acid and acids contains H plus ions. And these H plus ions are generally formed from hydrogen atoms bonded to high electronegative atoms. So it means in this H2SO4, these two hydrogen atoms are not bonded to sulfur. These two hydrogen atoms are bonded to high electronegative oxygen atom, not sulfur. So it means how many atoms are bonded to sulfur directly? Only 4 oxygens. So number of sigma bonds formed by sulfur is equal to how much? 4. Next, how many valence electrons are present in sulfur? Sulfur valence electrons already we have 6 plus when this sulfur H2SO4 loses 2 H plus ions, you will get SO4 minus 2. H2SO4 is an acid. It loses H plus ions. It is a dibasic acid, that's why it loses 2 H plus ions. So after losing 2 H plus ions, its formula will become SO4 minus 2. Sulfur already contains valence electrons 2 and we need to add the number of negative charges present on the ion. So sulfur valence electron 6 plus 2 negative charges are there. So 6 plus 2, 8. So valence electrons present in sulfur equal to 8 now. Out of 8, how many are involved in bond formation? Sulfur is bonded to 4 oxygens, and oxygen is a divalent atom. Means each oxygen can form 2 bonds. There are 4 oxygens bonded to sulfur. So how many oxygen atoms are involved in bond formation with 4 oxygens? With each oxygen 2 electrons. With 4 oxygens 8 electrons. So the total number of electrons involved in bonding is equal to 8. Valence electrons is equal to 8. Electrons involved in bonding is also equal to 8. Then will you get any lone pair of electrons? No. Lone pair of electrons is equal to 0. Then what is steric number? Number of sigma bonds 4 and number of lone pair of electrons 0. So steric number is 4. If steric number is 4, then we should have 4 hybrid orbitals. So hybridization is sp3. And if hybridization is sp3, then the shape of the molecule is tetrahedral. So sulfuric acid is a tetrahedral molecule. And come to SO2Cl2, sulfuryl chloride. First, how many number of sigma bonds are present on sulfur atom here? Here sulfur is bonded to 2 oxygens and 2 chlorines. To get the number of sigma bonds, first we need to see the central atom is bonded to how many atoms directly. Sulfur is bonded to 2 oxygens and 2 chlorines. So number of sigma bonds equal to how much? 4. Then number of valence electrons present in sulfur is equal to 6. Here no charges are present. It is not the ion. It is not having any ions. So valence electrons in sulfur equal to 6. And how many are involved in bond formation? Sulfur is bonded to 2 oxygen atoms and 2 chlorine atoms. Chlorine atom is monovalent. So each chlorine can form 1 bond. So 2 bonds are formed by chlorine. Oxygen atom is divalent. Each oxygen can form 2 bonds. You got 2 oxygens here. So 4 bonds are formed by 2 oxygens. So 4 bonds by 2 oxygens and 2 bonds by 2 chlorines. So how many electrons are involved in bond formation now? 6. Valence electrons is 6 and number of electrons involved in bond formation is also equal to 6. So lone pair is 0. Then what is the steric number? Number of sigma bonds 0, number of sigma bonds equal to 4, number of lone pairs equal to 0. So steric number of the molecule is 4. Then hybridization will be sp3. So shape of the molecule is tetrahedral. Come to another molecule, XeO2F2. Let us find out hybridization of xenon in this molecule. How many sigma bonds are present in this molecule? Xenon is bonded to 2 oxygen atoms and 2 fluorine atoms. And as we discussed earlier, number of sigma bonds is equal to number of atoms bonded to central atom. 2 oxygens and 2 fluorines. Total 4 atoms are bonded to xenon atom. So number of sigma bonds is equal to 4. And valence electrons present in xenon equal to 8. It's a inert gas element, noble gas element which has octet configuration. So valence electrons equal to 8. Out of 8, how many are involved in bond formation? You got 2 oxygen atoms. Oxygen is divalent. So for each oxygen we need 2 electrons for bond formation. For 2 oxygens, 4 electrons are needed for bond formation. And when you come to fluorine, fluorine is monovalent atom. So each fluorine needs 1 electron for bond formation. For 2 fluorines, 2 electrons. So 4 plus 2, number of electrons involved in bond formation from central atom is equal to 6. Then how many electrons are remaining without participating in bond formation? 2 electrons are remaining, which is equal to 1 lone pair. So number of sigma bonds equal to 4 and we have 1 lone pair. So steric number is equal to 5. If steric number is 5, then hybridization is sp3d, because steric number is equal to number of hybrid orbitals, and in sp3d hybridization you will get 5 hybrid orbitals. So shape of the molecule is trigonal. Shape of this molecule can be trigonal bipyramidal if all 5 electron pairs are bond pair of electrons, but you got only 4 bond pair of electrons, 1 lone pair. In this trigonal bipyramidal shape, out of the 5 bond positions, 3 positions are present along the equatorial plane and 2 positions are present along axial positions. And we have 1 lone pair in this structure. That lone pair occupies equatorial position in trigonal bipyramidal shape. This is trigonal bipyramidal. In this equatorial plane is occupied by lone pair. So you will get the shape distorted to seesaw. So shape of XeO2F2 is seesaw. Hybridization is sp3d. Thank you for watching this video.